Hey everyone, I'm Claude, an editor of Best Free Android Apps, and today I'm going to review a game called MegaFlux, a pipe brain puzzle for Android that I enjoyed very much playing, and I'm sure you'll do too if you were a fan or at least played in the 90s The Incredible Machine, a contraptions-like game. MegaFlux by So Fresh Games, it's similar partially because it will let you switch some pipes in order to get the flux into a processor, which I'll show here very soon. The first impression when starting the game is that it has a matrix-like coding characters falling from the top of the screen, and it has a custom soundtrack which doesn't seem bad at all. I actually enjoy the bass, and it has two play modes: a relax mode where basically you can have an infinite play, or a challenge mode where you have several worlds and you go from level to level and fighting the bosses in the end. You also have an editor where you can customize the grid, and also medals, achievements that you gain throughout the game, and the ability to share your scores. So first things, let's start with the relax mode. You can select the grid size. It starts easy with a 4x4 grid and goes up and increases in difficulty. We'll choose the easiest mode. The purpose of the game is to direct the flux. You can see, let me show you like that. There's a flux of energy. Well, we see different characters going out, and you have to direct it into the processor, and this will power it. And you do that by turning around the pipes, at least during the first levels. So you can turn them by just tapping on them. I'm using an emulator for Android, that's why it seems easier. But you can basically play around with them and direct it. Right here I did a mistake because you have to direct it in the front of the processor, and in future levels you'll be able to switch the direction of the flux. And you can see you have a timer here that records how much time you spent on the level. The faster you finish the level, the higher the achievement. You receive sort of a rating, a star rating. You have the possibility to pause the game. So basically what you have to do is to guide this flux to go into the processor, and we have to rearrange the pipes here. Let's switch them so they go. Okay, so now you'll see the flux will go into the processor, and the processor will start spinning, and basically that's when you finish the level. And that's it, I finished it. Unfortunately my time wasn't very good, so I only get a star, but you can replay the game over and over and do it faster and get more stars and increase your score if that's your purpose. I'm going to stop this. The challenge mode, it's a bit different in a way that you go from world to world. Each world has a number of levels, 9, and basically the last level is where you play against the mean processor and you have to defeat it. It's pretty much the same as in the other mode, but it gets tougher and tougher to play the game. And as time passes, yeah, I received a medal. It's one of the achievements. And actually, if we look here in the medal section, there are about 66 medals to be awarded, so enough achievements to keep you busy and playing the game, which I must admit at one point it becomes addictive. The game is free and you can play it for hours and hours, and when you finish playing it, you can go into editor mode and basically create your own level where you can drag you can place different tiles, and I'm gonna place a processor that has 2 entries. You can switch the order of the entries, and you can place it here. And then we also miss a component. This is a generator of flux, and let's say you place it here. So now the only thing left to do is to save the level name. And that's it. Oh, I also get an award for doing that. The developer of the app also said that there will be a new mode of playing where you basically will be able to create your own level and play it with friends, so that's a very good thing. As mentioned, you can also share your scores via score loop, and depending on the mode you played, you can see the top 10 players and see your position. Well, very fast. So all in all, a very entertaining app, which I like very much, and I'm sure you'll appreciate too if you want to give it a try. Maybe the game seems a little easy at the beginning, but trust me, the further you go, it will get even more challenging. For instance, now we can already see a component. Components will be added throughout the challenge modes, and each basically does a thing. Right now this new component is called the reverser, which basically switches one type of flux into a different one. Right now the yellow one into the blue one, actually into a cyan one. You also get an encrypted reverser that can basically, let's call it decrypt. It gets an encrypted flux and decrypts it, an orange flux, and transforms it into a blue one. And on. There are a lot of new components to discover. So that's why I recommend you you try the game, because I'm sure you'll enjoy it as I have, and you can play it for hours and hours. So that's it. If you want to read more about this app, I encourage you to visit best free Android apps website, and you have the download links here, or you can already go onto Google Play and download it from there. So that's it. Thank you